In this video, the goal of the problem is to take a look at the equation and then create a graph. Now this equation is in graphing form. As you'll notice, you have the set of parentheses here with that quantity squared. That's first of all why we know it's a parabola, is because that's a squared right there. And you have these parentheses, so that's how we know it's in graphing form. When something is in graphing form, we look for the A, the H, and the K. Now the A is the stretch factor, and the H and the K are the locator point, or in this scenario, the vertex. So you take a look at what's inside the parentheses and what's outside the parentheses to determine that locator point. When graphing, your first click has to be where that locator point is, in this case, the vertex. So that particular coordinate point is going to be, based upon our equation, our locator point is actually going to be at a -8. We know that's a -8 because inside these parentheses it's a +8. And inside our general form, you see you have a -h. So you always have the opposite of whatever that value is. That value here is a +8, so that means the h value is actually, a -8. And then you have to find out what your k value is, which is what's just sitting outside. So just sitting outside is a +7. So that is our locator point. That is our first click. So we're going to click at the point -8, +7. So -8 is +7, and that is the locator point. And from there, you have to use your stretch factor. That is the second click. You move 1 unit to the right of that particular locator point with that cursor. So whatever it is, you move 1 unit to the right, and then either up or down your stretch factor. In this case, our stretch factor is the number that's sitting out front. You just see a negative sign sitting out front, which really means that that is a -1. So our stretch factor is a -1, so we're just going to go down 1 unit. So down 1 unit, and that is going to create your graph. So now on your grapher form of this problem, that's automatically going to create the parabola for you. But for us, that parabola is going to become, by hand here, you see I'm doing it where you're going to use your 1, 2, 4, 9 pattern of your graphing parabola. So you move over 1, down 1, move over 2, you'd move down 4, so on and so forth, and your parabola will be created. So take a look at your locator point. Don't forget about doing the opposite of what's inside, and you keep the K, so opposite of the H and keep the K. And your second click is just 1 unit right, up or down, whatever your stretch factor. This is a negative, so we move down.